Hey, what's going on? It's G-Ball Vision, and today I have a new knife here to share with you. An all-time great collaboration between Jack Wolf Knives and Cerberus Knives. Ben Belkin and Chris Ortiz teaming up to create the Jack Wolf Knives Tango. Now, we have a lot to unpack here, but first, let me know down in the comments what your carry is today. To get us started, these will be released on June 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time at all major retailers. I'm going to try to time this up so this releases on the day that the Tango does. There's going to be 5 different variations upon release of this knife. The version you see before you is the Camo Carbon Miami. I haven't gotten a chance to check this carbon fiber out in person, and it is some really good looking stuff. You have some pinks and blues all throughout the entire handle, and as you rotate this through the light, you can see the different sheen that the carbon fiber has. We have a full titanium handle. This is going to be a bolster lock version. He does have a full titanium handled version that is a sunburst pattern. So if you like the all titanium look, you can go with that. We do have a milled titanium clip, a titanium backspacer. All the hardware is titanium, and we also have titanium thumb studs. And yes, this will be the first time a Jack Wolf knife has thumb studs. And as a thumb stud fan, I'm very happy about that. We also have a front flipper incorporated there, and we are going to be looking at S90V for the blade steel. Now, this blade is a thing of beauty. We have a dual ground drop point blade in the S90V. It has a belt satin finish on the primary, and then we have a hand satin on the flat. I love the flat running into this top swedge, and then that swedge dies off about the last quarter of the blade, and then it thickens up and thins out. This is a beautiful looking knife here. We have a nice sharpening choil. The S90V is done 60 to 61, I believe, for Jack Wolf straight across the board. And I don't believe, I could be wrong, I don't believe there's any coated version blades. I'll have the different versions popping up. As far as access to the lock bar, we have a nice chamfer here on the show side. There's a chamfer on the lock bar, and there's also been a chamfer on the show side internally, and they even jimped that as well. So that is really nice. There's plenty of access, very easy to get to and disengage. The detent could not be any better on this knife. It is absolutely perfect. Everything I could ask, or anything I could ask, it's perfect. The front flipper, that is going to be a different style than we have seen, and that is going to work very well. Let's get a quick spec check on this feller, and we'll get rolling here. We have we'll give it 2 7/8 of cutting edge, 3 inches of total blade there. And this bad boy is coming down there right at 6 7/8 overall. And to put that in perspective, I'll bring out some comparison knives. We have the Benchmade Bug Out up top, and we have the Kaiser Drop Bear here on the bottom. And you'll see the Tango is a little bit shorter than both of those. And a couple of Jack Wolfs for you. We have the Bionic, which is an all-time favorite for me, and we have the Benny down here on the bottom. And you'll see this is just a different style. It's a little bit taller of a handle than some of the models, but you can see here that the Benny, the Bionic, these are just going to be a little bit larger models than the Tango. And next up, we have the After Hours Jack up top and the Primo Jack down here on the bottom, and it's going to be much more in line with that After Hours size. Now we'll get an idea of what this looks like in the pocket, and we'll check retention on that clip there. Good retention over that initial ramp, and this is going to carry pretty deep for a milled clip. I'd say very deep for a milled clip. You'll have just a tiny bit poking out of the pocket there. Hidden hardware makes it look ultra clean. I love how it's slimmer and then thickens up as it gets to the tip there. And that actually comes down at an angle, which should help you get this over top of seams. We'll check retention on the way out here, and very good on the retention. This is going to be a right hand carry only model. Now we'll bring out the arch nemesis here and we'll get a weight on this thing. If you want to play along, we like to guess the weight here. Put your guesses in, what you think this weighs, down in the comments. I'm going to give it a go here, and I'm going to say it might be, I feel like it's surprisingly going to be lighter than we might think. I'm going to say that it's like 2.7, 2.8, somewhere in that ballpark. Oh! It is pretty damn light. 2.5. Whoo! 2.5. No kidding. I didn't think it was going to be quite that light. We are talking about a full titanium handle here, so that is some serious lightweightness there for this knife. 72 grams for everyone else. Now, one thing I'm really interested in is to see what we got for our handle thickness here. We're looking at 0.46 for the handle thickness, and we'll get a good check here on the blade stock. And that's going to come in there right about 1.8, 1.17, 1.16. So I'm going to bet it's going down there closer to 1.16, 1.15. And then we do have a hollow ground S90V blade. We'll just check a random portion of the edge here just to get a behind the edge thickness. And wow. That's going to come down there around 13 thousandths. Woohoo! That is coming down there nice and thin. Let's see how this cuts out of the box. We'll use our standard catalog paper here. And this is going to be a great poker, a great poke and slice type of knife. Let's see what kind of edge we are looking at here. It's going to be a beautiful edge, guys. And as I've always said, the combination of a nice thin hollow grind and S90V, it is the perfect recipe for edge retention and edge life, because even when this thing stops slicing paper quite like this, the working edge on these knives, it just continues on for what seems like forever. It really does, because unless you're really beating the hell out of the knife, but for anyone who's going to be using these as a collector's piece, you're going to carry it and use it on just daily things. This edge, you know, is going to last you a very, very long time. Just cutting everyday things and doing daily life, it'll last you a very long time. And if you're someone who likes to test knives and see what the edge retention is, you're going to be very pleased with how these perform. But to let me know what you think of the collaboration between Jackwolf and Cerberus, I say that there's no better way to spice things up than to do something like this. I'm sure that it was different for Ben to do this type of knife, this style, with thumb studs and a front flipper, being as he's a more traditional guy. But this really works well. I think these are probably going to sell out very quickly, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but because this is so different and because it is a collaboration piece, I think these are going to sell out. So, you know, if you like one, I would plan on being on time when these drop, because I know for sure certain versions will sell out a lot quicker than others. What those versions are, nobody knows for sure, but he has some really nice picks as far as what the onlay material is. Even the Sunburst titanium looks really, really good. Just kind of that working man's finish. But this is really, really cool. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the Tango. I always look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to share this video with all your friends, all your family. They definitely want to know about the Jackwolf Knives Tango. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there so more people get a chance to check this out. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you when I release new videos, which I do every single day. I'll put up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.